Hey everyone, it's David here from Airflo Rails. I just want to give you a little bit of information about the Airflo Summer Tour 2014. It's from July 12th through 26th. First, this is not a come to blank. Just because you live somewhere, that doesn't mean that I'm going to come there. Obviously, there's only 12 stops. There's a million cities in the U.S. with fingerboarders that are living there, I'd imagine. So as much as I'd like to come to X town or Y town, I'm not going to go. So don't comment below saying, come to Ontario, man, or come to California, dude. Eventually, maybe, but not this summer. So anyway, as far as the stops go, I will list them right here on the page, on the screen. And I'll list them down in the description, and I will have a link to the Facebook page, which is the Airflo Summer Tour 2014. It's an open page, so you don't have to be invited to it. However, once you're inside it, all you have to do to get inside it is join, and once you're inside it, you can invite anybody you want. And I encourage everybody to invite anybody they know that's a fingerboarder, whether they're in California, whether they're in Germany, whether they're in another country. They might know somebody who knows somebody that's in the country and that would go, or they might be traveling to America at the time and they might be able to go to a stop. Anything you can do to spread the word, definitely do that. It would really help me out. In fact, like this video, comment on this, share this. It'd be awesome if you can do that. Whatever you can do to help, I would really, really, really greatly appreciate it. Next thing, order of business. Each event will be from 12 to 6 p.m. unless otherwise stated. I believe the Andover, Massachusetts stop will be from 1 to 5 because that's usually what store sessions are. We're going to try to get there an hour early for each event. However, due to traffic and other things, long travel distances, some of them we may get there right at 12 and start unloading. So if you get to a stop and nobody's there, just be patient. If we're not there by 1 o'clock, I'll try to have called everybody and let them know, which is why I'll have a registration thing. I'll have an Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I will also post it there. I'll post it in the Facebook page if we're going to be late or anything, which is why you should like the Facebook page and stay in contact with that so we can keep up to date. And this year I'm doing a 5 to 7 donation-based fee. If you want to give more, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. However, it's not required. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just asking for $5 to $7. $5 is honestly perfectly okay. If that's all you can afford, that's perfectly fine. I'm just only collecting this because we're traveling across, well, it's about 3,200, 3,000 miles, maybe a little more one way. And that's a lot of gas money, and in addition to that, we'll be towing a trailer with a 4x8 container that will have a 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot container that will be containing all of our parks, everything like that we don't want to get wet because the trailer I have does not have a roof or anything. So this is building a container for it that will be waterproof, or water resistant I should say, and all the stuff we'll be keeping inside. In addition to that, I'd like to announce that Mallory Curtis, Andrew Hill, and possibly one last person will be coming on tour with me. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have rails for sale. If you can buy a rail and support me, that would be really sweet. I'm going to try to make some summer tour stickers or something. That'd be cool. Anything you can do, any dollar here or there, if you can support us, it really help us out because it's going to be about $1,000 plus in fuel. And I'm not trying to put any pressure on anybody, but any little bit you can help us out would be greatly, greatly appreciated. In addition to that, like I said, I'm not going to go through and name all the stops because the video would be 13 minutes long. However, definitely check down here to see where we're coming, see if we're coming anywhere near you. I will say this, it starts in New Jersey, goes down to Atlanta, Georgia, up to Cleveland, Ohio, and over to Massachusetts. So if you're in between there, chances are somewhere in between there we may be stopping close to you, and if one of those stops just in that is close to you, you may be able to check something in there as well. And also, I will have more information soon at www.airflorails.com. I will probably have a sign up, if you will, on the website like I had in the past, just to get a feel for how many people are coming. Again, most of these events are outside. There's a few that will be inside places, but a lot of them are at public places or at people's. There's a few at people's houses, and again, I will say this: everywhere we will be safe. There'll be a safe location, all of that. There's going to be a lot of people there, so everything will be fine. I know at some of the people's houses, that if it does, we'll most likely have the events outside, so you'll obviously be able to see us where the event is. And if it is inside, it will probably just be in the garage due to rain, but mostly we'll probably be outside unless it rains, and we'll push it into the garage, in which case you'll still be able to see us, no problem. Parents, if anybody has parents that's under 18 that are wanting to go, they can stay, no problem. However, a lot of the places, the seating will be limited, so I would recommend bringing a lawn chair or something, or if you're going to walk around, whatever. A lot of the places are public, so again, that shouldn't be a problem or anything like that. We will have 4 parks, I believe, with us, and some of the other stops there may be more because people might bring them, or I know in Massachusetts people have parks. My friend in Travis in New Jersey is in charge of that stop. He has a park, so things like that. There may be more parks. Feel free to bring ramps, though. There will be tables, but we are not responsible for any lost or stolen items. But most of the time, that's never an issue. We usually just keep a close eye on everything, and everything's fine. But again, we're not responsible for if anything does get lost. I would also like to mention that as of right this moment, there are no sponsors, but however, I did talk to Black River. Andreas Hick, he's one of the U.S. reps for Black River. He was at the he was at the fall rendezvous, and he did say that he would be interested in sponsoring this tour again. He did last summer, and he did the summer before. We had one event, so he sponsored that. So I'd be very gracious of him to do that. I really appreciate it. I'm sure he will. He's a very nice and generous person, and Black River in general is very generous. So also Flatface will probably sponsor this. I have not spoken with Mike yet, but again, he's very generous. Flatface in general is very generous, so I don't see that being a problem. But however, I will update this in the description once all the sponsors are figured out, and I will have it on the Facebook page as well, so you can check that out to make sure the sponsors and information. So thank you. As far as food goes, we will have pizza, and generally I try to call around to see how much pizzas cost, and then I just go from there as to what each costs. Usually it's $1 or $2 a slice, and I don't try to make money on that. I try to just basically not lose anything and pay for the pizzas, which is the goal. And also, in addition to pizza, we will have coolers with water and sodas in them. I try to get about 4 different kinds of soda, and this summer I'm going to stock up because I'm going to have time beforehand when they're on sale, and then that way it'll keep everything down, and the max amount of money can be used from those sales to go into the tour fund, which will be basically just the gas money. Now, in addition to that, I will say this. From Raleigh, North Carolina to Atlanta, Georgia, which is where the 2 stops align, in between there, we do not have any place to stay. So if you can provide us a place to stay that a night after the North Carolina stop, that like somewhere halfway in between or somewhere in South Carolina, that would be very appreciative. Please get a hold of me by email, messaging me. You can message me on the Airflo Facebook page. You can put a post on the summer tour page. Anything you can do to get a hold of me, go ahead and do that. And as well, we would also need a place between Atlanta and Kentucky if anything is available. So Atlanta and Louisville, Kentucky, that is. So if you have anything like that, please, please, please let us know. And again, hopefully I can see you guys there. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Hopefully I'll see you guys there, and please check back on the website as well as the other things I mentioned to see about when the stops will be and all the finalized details and everything. So again, please check that Facebook page out. That's the most important thing. If I can get one thing across in this video, please check that out. I'll be down here in the description. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.